Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last time around we had the return of the Führer, where, basically, Führer King Bradley is back, kicking ass, taking names, and eventually Greed showed up in order to fight him, and they are fighting now. Meanwhile, Hohenheim was facing Father and told him that some of the souls that were trapped within him, in his Philosopher's Stone, have now invaded Father and are working to defeat him. And Hohenheim was able to actually talk to all the souls that dwell within him and were able to work out, what they're going to be doing, basically. So, and I feel like there was something else, but I can't really think of it anyway, so, Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Here we go.
やっと見つけた新しい朝は月日が邪魔をする
Alright, that's not a good. That's not a good. They just take him. Man, he's standing right there. I guess they wouldn't let Roy do this, but boom! The priority should be for Roy to kill him, right? Right? He was standing right there. Those swords can't do shit to Roy Mustang. Oh. Okay. So that's three. That's 3 of the 5 sacrifices. They didn't show what happened to Hohenheim, and we don't know who the 5th is, They've heavily implied that they're looking to Roy Mustang to be the last sacrifice, but he's the only one who hasn't been involved with a human transmutation, But they definitely want Roy to do that. Okay, here's an interesting idea that I just thought of, because we don't even know what the heck this doctor guy is doing, Which, I kind of want to look up his voice. Oh, man. When was the last time we looked up a voice, Here, I'll let the credits play so I can get the guy's name. Mark Stoddard. Oh, hey. So he is... Because I kind of thought it's this is like the doctor in My Hero that works with All for One. It is. It's the same voice. That's really funny. He also plays Dr. Brief in Dragon Ball. That's pretty cool. And again, another old doctor. This guy's got a type. Jeez, this guy's done a lot of shit. So that's basically if there's an old doctor, if there's an old evil doctor somewhere in anime, then it's probably this dude. So, all right, we can work with that. So we don't really know what he's doing, and obviously, I feel like this can't be the sacrifice itself, because you would think that Father would be the one that would do that, Now, what I'm thinking is, because we know that human transmutation, true human transmutation, is... I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. True human transmutation is transmuting the human body from one side of the portal to the other. That's what we saw in Gluttony's false truth world. That Ed was able to use human transmutation to transmute himself, Ling, and Envy, using Envy's souls, Envy's Philosopher's Stone, back into the normal world. So, I'm almost wondering if the plan here with this, gold tooth doc... Wait. In the credits, it says gold tooth dentist, specifically. That's weird. Okay. I could have sworn it said gold tooth doctor in the mid-card, but whatever. Maybe he is sort of trapping the three of them. Here's what I'm thinking. He's trapping the three of them. There are still soldiers, the candidates, the rejected candidates around. So, and there's still the transmutation circle that's on the floor. So what if he's making sure it's his job to make Roy a proper sacrifice, and Roy, from there, has to perform this human transmutation in order to return Ed, Al, and Izumi to our world. Thereby forcing... Because again, Roy is the only one who has not gone through human transmutation, He has not seen the truth, and he's the only one who has not seen the truth of the five. And they've basically said that Roy is supposed to be the fifth sacrifice, but he's the only one that's different from the rest of them, So, maybe that's it. Maybe they're going to... Maybe it's basically forcing Roy to do this, Now, if he does it properly, he shouldn't, lose a body part or anything like the rest of them, Because if he does a proper human transmutation, he should be allowed... He should basically be fine, The same way Ed was when he did it inside of Gluttony, At least I think. I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that they're going to force Roy to perform human transmutation specifically, Which is why it didn't take him, and it didn't take Hohenheim either. It just took who he needed. It just took the ones who, can perform human transmutation, and basically the ones that he would care about, the ones that he would want to get out of there, Because he doesn't know Hohenheim. Granted, I guess he doesn't know Izumi Curtis either, but that's beside the point. But if she got down there, she could do it herself instead of Roy, And Hohenheim is busy with father anyway, so... Oh, boy. So, yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing. Meanwhile, Fu going out. Fu and Buccaneer going out. And I love that, too. I love these two guys from, they're vastly different places. One is from friggin' Briggs, where he's a friggin' beast in the cold north. The other, is this, elderly, warrior from Shing in the east, and they're going out together, That was really, really cool. And yeah, does it suck? It's like, the grenades didn't work, but it did work for Buccaneer to get that sword through Wrath's body and hurt her. That's the first bit of actual damage they've done to Wrath, So that's good, at least. And then, coming in swinging, Greed and Ling just going straight for his eye, too, So that was great. I really, really like that. And yeah, if you're going to do that, freaking go out like a beast, And he did, because that was his intention before Wrath just sliced through those grenades, I gotta say, I really like Wrath with a sword. Wrath and his sword play, it's so interesting to watch, So I really like it. It's like watching Polnareff with Silver Chariot or something. It's really good choreography with his sword. Whatever sword he has, So that was good. And the two of them went out like champions. And then we also had the moment where the troops turned on their old generals, because they realize that they suck, and it's like, everybody is going to be part of, these multiple collective consciousness and stuff, and it's like, shut up with your freaking end of Code Geass, Charles Z. Britannia nonsense. But yeah, it's like, I'm just so glad, every time they freaking beat down one of these stupid freaking generals, it's so nice. Because that's the other thing, too, is, It's like, oh, they have, this, it's like they're so terrible for what they're doing, but it's like, dude, you weren't going to be involved in this. There's no way Father was going to involve you in any of this, But yeah. And then, interesting stuff between Izumi and Olivier. Man, I swear they put Olivier and Izumi together. Like, that's just for all the freaking fan artists and shippers and everything. Despite the fact that one of them is very clearly married, But just the two of them together, it's like a dream come true, Anyway. But that stuff was interesting between the two of them. And talking about human transmutation. It's like, oh, well, as soldiers, we don't really think about that. We just try to carry on and keep fighting and stuff. But she does understand it a little bit because of Ed, because of that, the desperation in his eyes to protect Winry, So I like that. It's just such an interesting thing. Olivia is such an interesting character, I really do love her. So yeah, that stuff was good, but then Izumi ended up getting taken by Gold Tooth Doctor and or Gold Tooth Dentist. We're not quite sure, so yeah. But yeah, really, really great stuff this episode. Very good, very great moments, and I'm excited to see where we are going next time. So that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions, as well as another playlist or video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.